In this lesson titled Deleting Duplicates, we're in Workbook Lesson 12, Data Management, and we're on Worksheet tab, Duplicates. For people who work with large data sets in Excel, one of the most common error checking tasks is the removal of duplicate values, and sometimes this is called deduping. This is very necessary in data sets because anytime you create a primary key field, like working from somebody's name, you can only have one unique values in that column. Any repeating value is therefore an error. Let's take a look at some examples here. Here we have two names, McCoy Timothy, McCoy Timothy. But you can see here they both work in the main building, but one's in training, one's in accounting. One's contract, one's full-time. They have different start times, different hire dates. They have different years, they have different salaries, they have different job ratings. Most likely this is not a duplicate, just simply they both have the same first name. And this would be okay also if they had a different like social security number or a different ID number at work. Here's two other names, Sonia Moody, same building, same department, same status, same hire date, same salary, same job rating. So this is almost assuredly an absolute duplicate. This is important to be thinking about these kind of issues before we remove duplicates. We simply select anywhere in our contiguous data. And once again, we might want to check out our data and make sure it's all connected, contiguous. We can do that with a Control A, and that selects all our data. And then you can use the shortcut key combination, Control period. And I'm holding down my Control key, and every time I hit period, it takes me to another corner of my data. And this is kind of a shortcut way of looking through the data. I am kind of missing all the data in the middle, but this usually is enough to kind of build my confidence. I could also use page down and page up to go larger amounts of information at a time. I could also use page up and page down to go one screen of data at a time down. I'm going to hit page down a few times and then page up a few times, and you can see how that's moving me through my data a little bit slower. So I'm going to go to Control Home to take me to A1. And here I am at the top again. So we just want to select anywhere in our contiguous data, and then we come over here to our Data tab in the ribbon, and then over to our Data Tools group we have Remove Duplicates. So we're just going to click that. And immediately it selects all of the data that's connected, that's contiguous, and it gives us a couple of little things here to consider. One is, my data has headers. Yes, it does. So it's going to kind of ignore that as part of the duplicate list. And I can unselect all or select all. I would recommend select all. And select all means select all columns. So how do we decide if it's a duplicate? Well, if it has the same thing in every single one of these columns, it's a duplicate. If I did unselect all and just selected employee names, it would delete the entire row of data just because they had the same names. And that's a little iffy because, like we saw earlier in our example, we do have identical names, but they're a different people. Of course, the easiest way to do that would be, if you're only going to select one item, is if it was like a social security number or it was like an employee ID number, because those would never be the same. So I'm going to select all and say OK. And it says 9 duplicate values found and removed. 742 unique values remain. So pretty quick and dirty. It didn't point them out to us first. It just said, based on the qualifications that you gave Excel, I've deleted them and they're gone, and we really don't know what they are. So click OK. So very powerful tool, and it's very quick. You just want to think through what your parameters are, what your qualifications are for a duplicate record, and then you should be able to use that tool safely.